Good morning. Hey, all right, I get to say it again. Jesus is Lord. The devil is utterly, hopelessly defeated. And thank God the word works. Been talking to you the last several days about renewing your mind. I am a spirit man inside. I got born again. My spirit was born again. You see my body, but I have a soul, mind, will, and emotions that's got to be renewed to the Word of God. Now, today, I want to just actually read this from Romans chapter 12. He said, verse 1, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice. What's this? Holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. This is a command. So I'm sharing this to give you this next part. This is a command that we present our bodies a living sacrifice. Our bodies really doesn't belong to us anymore, it belongs to God. Now I got to say this to you, and I hope you don't get offended with it, but the one thing I do to my body that I shouldn't is I feed it too much. That's called over-surfeiting. But the reason God told me not to feed it too much is because that will make my mind not fully functional. A person that eats too much don't think well. And so God put that in there for me. He didn't tell me He didn't want me to be overweight. He was telling me that so that I'd be sharp and I'd be ready, because we need to be sharp so that we know what to resist from the devil and what to receive from God. Now, that's in line with, and be not conformed to the world. So God's saying, present your bodies a living sacrifice, then and be not like the rest of the world. And then he tells us how to not be like the rest of the world. And I'm going to add some stuff here. Not be sick like the rest of the world, not be broke like the rest of the world, not have a dysfunctional family like the rest of the world. But we're going to do this not because we got born again, but watch this, by the renewing of your mind. Somebody said, well, that's just too hard. I don't want to have to study my Bible all the time. I don't want to have to meditate in the Word. I'd rather watch television. Yeah, and that's easy. But let me show you this. He didn't write this in here so that it'd be hard on you and you'd have to make do. He said all this in order to help you. I believe it's over in the book of Little John, 2 John or 3 John. It says that the Word of God is not grievous. Or in other words, the Word is not hard. When God gives you a command, it's not like, I don't want you having fun. You know, like somebody said, you have to give up so much to be saved. Yeah, you got to give up sickness and poverty and yuck and stuff. You don't have to. Somebody said, well, you have to give up dancing and drinking and smoking. I just don't want to do those things anymore. Now, Pat and I still dance together. We go to places and dance. I don't like to run around to the bars and get half drunk and, every 6-drink woman that comes along, pick her up. That's stupid. And the reason God tells me not to do that's for my good. So when he tells you to renew your mind, it's for your good. He's not just telling you that because he wants you to be a Bible nut. He wants you to renew your mind so that you think like him, you talk like him, and you receive from him. So it's for your good. I got to read on because I'm going to go over time today. Watch this. Transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So here's what he's wanting you to do. Renew your mind so that you might know what is the perfect will of God. You may not know that. I'm going to preach here in a few minutes. This is Tuesday afternoon. You'll see this on Wednesday. And I have a little Bible study here at my home on Tuesday about listening to the wrong thing. The children of Israel could not go in because they listened to the wrong message. Somebody tells you, well, everything that happens for a reason. Excuse me, get away from that. Don't listen to that. Maybe it's your favorite uncle or your favorite aunt. We were believing God for a situation years ago, and I went and told my dad about it. My dad said, well, I wouldn't do that if I was you. They liable to put you in jail for that. I told my dad, I loved him dearly. I said, Dad, I just can't afford to hear that, so I won't be seeing you till I pull this off. And I did. A lot of other people told me we were crazy. Well, I'll tell you what we was believing God for. We were believing God. We had 3 sons. We were believing God for a blonde-headed, blue-eyed, dimpled girl. And everybody said, you can't do that. Well, Joy came in the morning. She was blonde-headed and blue-eyed and dimpled. She's now 36, 37 years old, got a family of her own. We're blessed. But we got what we believed for, not just what we had to accept. We had to renew our mind And then we had to guard our heart from all the other people that told us it wouldn't work. I'll finish that tomorrow. Hey, have a great day. Remember all day, Jesus is Lord. Thank God the Word works.